So, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Briana. For those who don't know me yet, because we're definitely going to get to know each other through this YouTube experience. What are you smiling at? She's like,
I'm trying to film myself.
This is my best friend, Julie. And so I promised you guys that we were going to do this Q&A. So let's get started. I'm looking for the questions now, so I guess until then we can chat.
We're gonna go to the beach today, Huntington Beach, to be exact. I think it's gonna be my first time there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you didn't go yet.
Yeah, I've never been, so.
Okay, so these are all the cues. I have a lot of them. And this is not even just it. Like, this is not even half, because I have another one. But I did say that I was going to answer all the questions, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick and as efficiently as possible without skipping anyone. Okay, so ready to start the Q&A?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, actually, because I haven't read these questions, so I'm actually reading them off the cuff and answering them off the cuff.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm answering all of them. I have my accountability partner here, so yeah, that's why I'm a little bit nervous. But
oh, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Number one, had you not pursued law, what would you be doing? I would be an artist of some sort.
You want me to read the questions and then you answer it?
Yeah. Scary.
Accountability.
Accountability, go.
Yeah, so, had you not pursued law, what would you be doing?
I would definitely be an artist of some sort, whether it be like interior designing. Not that I'm saying I'm like such a good designer, I just love like putting things together, or
you do,
or maybe just even an artist.
Any kind of creative.
Any type of creative. I would definitely be a creative. That's like my dream.
Yes. The second question is, what do you do for childcare during the day if you need to go to the office or a meeting?
So I don't have to go to the office or meetings, and all of the meetings are virtual. Plus, I'm an international lawyer, so most of our clients and opposing counsel is actually international, so I couldn't even meet with them if I wanted to, especially because of the corona. So for right now, I don't have that problem. In the future, if I had that problem, which I'm sure I will run into that as the world starts opening back up, you know, the Delta variant, I'm sure I will, and I'll be getting a nanny or putting them in school again full time.
I really can't believe that's happening right now.
The Delta variant. Yeah, that's
crazy.
Ridiculous, because like we just got like from lockdown.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So the third question is, what happened to your son's dad? Y'all were beautiful. Okay.
Well, no, I said I was gonna answer all of them.
You did.
I did. I swear I didn't see I got that question. I was, damn it. What happened to him? Nothing. He's happy and healthy, and he is a great father. He's very reliable when it comes to Marlon, and he is he's just a really good dad. So.
Period.
Yeah.
How did you choose your children's names? Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, so
I love Evelyn's name.
Yeah, me too. The other one, I'm just joking. Marlon chose Marlon's name. I had no say in his first, middle, or last name.
Oh my
Marlon
goodness.
Apollo. I know, right? I had no say. If it was up to me, not that I didn't or don't want Marlon to have a namesake, because I know that's really important to men, I suppose. But like, if it was up to me, Marlon would have been Oliver Jacob.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. And I wanted like Evie and Ollie. Evelyn, I don't know. I was just looking for a bunch of like vintage old names. I love like elegant, like I was like Elizabeth, Charlotte. Don't steal my names because I might use them. I already have my next baby's name. You want me? No, I'm not gonna tell everyone because they're gonna steal it.
You can tell me later.
But it's really cute. I'll tell you.
That's so cute. I have a cousin that name. I really do.
Yeah.
That's
cute.
That's cute. Okay, so which crypto can you recommend to invest in right now?
Ethereum next.
What is your best nighttime routine for better sleep after you put the kids to sleep? Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes,
That's a good
honey. Let me tell you guys something. This is something you guys need to know as women. But also I have men subscribed, so you all too, make sure you give your woman this type of space to do something like this. I really am a believer in romancing myself. Like, when I say it in the least freaky way as possible. Like, I'm like, no, romancing. No, not like that. Take your mind out the gutter.
Hey, sister, whatever works for
no,
you.
No.
Whatever works for you, no judgment.
Okay, no. If it works, it works. But that, no. That was not. I mean, like, really, like, once the kids are in bed, that's my time.
Yeah,
I dim the lights.
Same.
Yeah, I dim the lights. I put, like, I have a pink light bulb for my room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put on my pink lamp. I'll put on my eucalyptus diffuser. I'll light my candles, my teak wood, my sandalwood. I'll take a hot shower.
Create a vibe.
Yes, make a vibe. I rub myself in, like, oils and stuff, and, like, I'm not like that. Damn. No, I literally, like, put lotion on. How about that? I would just, like, literally lotion my body.
Yeah.
You know, like, seriously, and I make sure, like, I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, and maybe I'll have, like, a glass of wine, or lately I've been into making myself cocktails at home. Girl, ladies, if you're a mom, just listen to me and thank me later. Make that cocktail at night, but only after the kids go to sleep, because you don't want to be, you know, throughout the day. I make a mean lemon drop. It logged the phone. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, also reading at night.
So for me, reading at night is definitely my wind down because it gets me actually sleepy. Like, I will fall asleep reading. But I also like a good glass of wine, and I just do all my self-care. And because when you do your self-care, you feel like you do your skincare, you're loomy, you know, tone, do whatever, moisturize, and then you lay down, you have a glass of wine or a cocktail, and you read. Oh my God, it's just everything. So
for me, reading is not a wind down for me, because I, like, love reading. I'll just pick up just any, like, make a history book or something if I really want to fall asleep. But even that I'm interested in, because I'm actually someone who loves to read. So if I start a book at night, and if I do that, and I've done this, I used to do this all throughout I've done this throughout my entire childhood. I literally would read throughout the night through the morning.
Yeah,
so.
You have to be, like, intentional what book you're trying to read, because if you read something that's going to be, like, thought provoking, you're definitely going to stay up. So next question, what happened? Wait, that we already answered that. Your school journey and how to balance being a full-time student while working.
I wasn't a full-time student while working. I was an undergrad at St. John's. I was a waitress, but I feel like everyone has, like, a little job.
Did you work, like, while you were in law school?
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay.
I only did summer associate positions, and those ones pay. I think mine paid, just being frank, like, and you know, you're working here for 2 months and it helps you save up. Other than financial aid, your summer associate's position pays like $3,500 a week. So mine was like, they pay really good.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was. I know it was like a lot. Like, yeah.
Okay. How did you cope with becoming a single mother for the second time? I'm a single mom. It's a good one.
I actually am still coping with that. But one thing a friend of mine told me that I really hang on to is that, like, life is like a frequency. Like, life is a wave, right? And, like, it's gonna go up and down and up and down, and you just have to stay centered. You can't go with the ebbs and flow of life, because you're going to then continue to enter your trauma and re-enter it, and then, like, okay, I feel better, but then, you know, you have a day, you know, you want to make it to a point where you don't have days anymore, you know, you're just always centered, you know? So I try to, like, you know, I try to ride that center of that wave instead of going up and down.
I love that.
And that's how I cope.
Period.
I love that.
I really love that. It makes a lot of sense because, you know, life is crazy.
And for it could be like, you can relate the center to whatever centers you. Like, for me, God centers me, like my religion. So, like, for my center is faith. Even though life is going up and down and constantly in a wave, I have my faith, and I stay steadfast in that, and I can just, you know, ride that faith.
Yeah, I love that. How did you choose your specific legal field?
I kind of didn't. My firm chose kind of for me. They just needed a junior associate who was doing international law, or who would do international law for the international law practice, because they were expanding it in Costa Mesa. So. Okay. But I do love it. I do. I love, like...
Can you, so this is my question, can you change, like, because you're an attorney, you can just do any kind of law, or do you have, like...
Yeah, you can change. You can do just general, like, what most younger attorneys do is general litigation, and general litigation just allows you to practice in the litigation group. Litigation and corporate are the two different types of law.
Okay.
So when we litigate, that's like the ones who go to court, like the trial,
Right.
you know, and the
Right.
corporate lawyers are the ones who do transactional work,
Right.
and that's just not me.
Okay.
I don't do numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we do general lit, then you can accept work from any practice group, whereas if you specialize, then you probably will only accept,
Do that kind of law,
accept
yeah.
work from,
How did you choose, or how did you become so strong and persevere every challenge given to you?
God. I have faith in God.
Yes.
That
your
I
faith.
could talk about that for like ever, so I'm just trying to make it short and simple. God.
Do you think is to be very do you think is compatible to be very do you think it is compatible to be very career oriented and be a young mother?
I completely do. I think that we can do we can do anything that we set our minds to. And career oriented, I don't think that that's like objective. You know, I think that you can be career oriented in the same way. Just because I'm in the legal sector doesn't mean like I'm more career oriented than any other young mom who's hustling, who's like going to school or who's going to beauty school or whatever that may be. You understand? So it's like, I think that, you know, if you want to do it, you will do it. And as a mother, if you want to do it for me, you have to do it, because we have to keep going. We have to provide for our kids, like, and make that sacrifice. So that's
They're your motivation.
yeah, for sure. They're definitely compatible.
Yeah.
If not, they propel each other.
Right. Best work habits for new attorneys starting big law.
Okay, I'll give you 5 off the top of my head. Number 1, perfect your craft. You need to know how to write. I don't care which group you're in, corporate or litigation, you need to know how to write. And there are so many books and such on that. Like, I'm telling you, even down to the littlest thing, like drafting emails. Some of you attorneys don't even know how to write emails. And I'm talking about the junior ones, okay? I'm going into non-junior anymore. I'm about to be a 4th year, like next year or something, so I'm about to talk. So
lay it down for us,
literally learn how to write. Like, learn how to write emails, learn how to read. Like, very attention to detail is so necessary. Number 2, show up. You need to be having FaceTime in your office. You need to be able to be reachable, communicative, talking to the other attorneys in your office, making sure they know you're available for work, understanding the entrepreneurial aspect of being a lawyer. You're networking internally and externally, you know, to bring in clients and to make sure that everyone who operates within your smaller group, and that maybe it's your practice group or whatever have you, they are also your clients. So you are networking and showing that you're essentially an entrepreneur. You're ready to get work, and you're ready to even bring work in. Number 3, be dependable. Be reliable. Like, that's all people want. Even if you don't have a perfect work product, if they know they can always come to you, and you're going to make that deadline, you're going to do what you have to do, you will always have work. Because there is a thing of like young attorneys going to certain offices and not having work.
Right.
And the bare truth is, it's because people don't depend on you, and they don't want to give you work, and they don't like your work product, just honestly. So you have to make sure you're keeping, you know, a book of work. Number 4, what really, really helped me, and when I first started, I don't do this anymore because I don't need to, but when I first started, I definitely had to, especially me feeling like being a Black woman in that realm. It was extremely difficult, to say the least. I created this log called a detailed work matter list, and for every single assignment given to me, I had my the date, the client matter number, the assignment, who assigned it, exactly their instructions, and then literally exactly what I turned in, and I would link that, and then I had like any feedback I got, and I constantly asked for feedback. And so that was really important, because not only was I able to track my progress and my growth, but also grow from any negative situation that could come up. So that was really important to me. And lastly, in connection with that, always ask for feedback, because lawyers love to talk. So they're always going to be able to give you some type of feedback, and make sure you're able to take constructive criticism and grow from that. Always be ready to grow. So remember that.
Those 5, very, very important. Okay, how do you organize your day? Your kids, your home, your work? I need guidance.
Okay, I actually post videos of my days, guys. That's the answer. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Follow the channel.
Follow the channel, baby.
Subscribe. Can you give your opinion to someone who is not going to a highly ranked law school? An opinion? I don't understand.
I guess they're saying like, what advice do you have for someone who didn't get into a top, because it is a competitive job market.
Right.
Do your best. Do your best, because just the honest truth is, when you go to a top law school, you have more access to top law firms and therefore top law pay. But when you're not in a highly ranked school, you have to stand out in your class. So just stand out in your class.
Right. How do you get Evelyn interested in foods that she doesn't find appealing?
I don't. And Julie knows. Julie's here during dinner, lunch, and breakfast.
Yes.
I say eat this, and then don't get up and from the table until you do. And that's just it, because I'm not about to argue with a child, and she's not about to give me a menu. I'm not a chef. I'm her mother. So you're gonna eat what I put on the table.
That's what my mom always
And I
said.
cook, and I cook good. So it's not like I'm feeding you like anything bad.
No,
for
you have well-rounded meals.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I'm like, girl, eat. And she'll literally, Evelyn, sometimes she'll come downstairs and she'll be like, without even seeing the food, Julie knows, she'll be like, I don't like that. And I'm like,
just taste this. I will literally feed her
like,
one piece. I'm like, look, taste this. It's
you
really
don't like
good.
what? Like, exactly. What's going on with you?
Sometimes they don't even know what, like, Matthew doesn't even want to eat just because he doesn't want to be told what to do.
Matthew's Julie's son, by the way.
Yeah, that's my son, by the way. And so then I'm like, just try this one little tiny piece. And he tries it and he's like, oh, this is bomb.
Exactly.
And then he'll send to eat.
Exactly.
So that's just really what it is, getting past that initial tasting.
Telling them to eat the food. There's no argument. Eat that food. And that's it.
Open your mouth. So what was your mental health like after having a baby?
Which one? Evelyn or Marla? It was two different ball games.
Maybe describe just a little bit of both, of each time.
I think that after Evelyn, because I was so young and didn't understand a lot about life and motherhood and like understand about like relationships and and I didn't understand that, like, I didn't think that I could live without, just to be totally candid, I didn't think I could live without Evelyn's dad, because I just wanted that family, dynamic so bad that I was willing to
accept what was going on.
Accept and I'm not speaking negatively on him, whatever. I won't ever speak negatively on him again or anyone, but it's like it was really tough having that. Like, I need to make this work. I need to be in a family, and then doing that so much.
The pressure of like having to.
And doing that so much that I put my whole like self to the side. I put my happiness to the side. I would remember living in the house with him. Like, this is not what I want. Like, this is not how I saw things. But I wanted to make it work so bad. But so with Marlon, I didn't have that same. Issue, because I was just like, I know at this point, before I was uncertain and I didn't have proof, I didn't have a kid before, but now I had proof, and my proof was myself. I know I could do this. Like, I'm like, no.
That you were capable.
Yeah, I got this. I got this. It's good. We're good.
How did you handle finances in colleges?
I didn't.
Okay. How did you learn to write poetry? What is poetry to you, and who or what is your favorite poet and poem?
Oh my God, that's a lot.
That's a packed question.
I learned to. I know let's not do packed questions because it's like long. I'll just answer that one briefly, but then we can't do packed questions.
Who's your favorite poet?
Jesus Christ. It depends. Not just. Oh well, yeah, him. How about that? Song of Solomon, a love story. No, I love so many different poets. I love June Jordan. I love. I love so many. There's just too many to name, honestly. I love Def Jam poetry. I love even like the more recent like Stryver's Row. I love like I love spoken word poetry. Even some rappers are great. Like Kanye West, he's a poet. Common. I love lyricism. I just love words.
Goodness.
I love words.
Okay.
I learned to write poetry, by the way, like when I was a kid. I used to just always write. My mom wrote, and I would just write, and like it was my favorite thing. I used to write little stories all the time, and then I just loved poetry. And then I watched the movie Love Jones when I was young, and then I was just like, let me try the spoken word, and then I got me into. I wrote from the time I could pick up a pencil. I was writing poems.
Okay, wait. What is the hardest part about winning or succeeding?
Losing. No, for real.
Yeah.
Like I said before, the hardest part about winning is like, in order to win, you're going to have to lose. Like, you're going to have to lose people in your life who are no longer serving you. You know, not serving you like they need to be around, like serving your best interest. You're gonna have to lose relationships. You lose time with your kids. You're going to lose, you know, yourself in some sense, because you have to put everything to the side. There has to come a time where what you want, and it's never gonna be easy, because you know you're wanting and striving for the absolute best. That's the top, and everybody wants top. Everyone wants to be at the top.
You can never get time back.
Exactly.
Time with your children.
Yeah, so you're going to have to lose.
Priceless.
You're going to have to lose a lot of aspects of the things that you want, even parts of yourself, putting yourself to the side so that you can be in a winning position.
Yeah. I just failed my medical boards. Oh my goodness. How did you cope with failure? Can we read that? First of all, that person's loved, so.
Yeah, you're very loved, and I'll respond to them personally.
Okay.
I'll respond to them personally.
Who inspires you?
Everybody. Julie.
Me?
No, but seriously, everyone I come in contact with, I learn from, even if it's like not the most positive interaction. I am actually really easily inspired, and just like maybe you say something and like it becomes a poem to me. Like I'm inspired by every interaction I have. I'm one firm believer, and I can learn from anyone. You know.
How would you ever consider doing a meet and greet through Zoom?
Hey, yeah, absolutely.
Join our team. We Zoom every week. What's your favorite type of self-care?
Skincare or grocery shopping. Grocery shopping for me is self-care, because like you're getting all these like fresh ingredients, and like I have like all these
self-care
meals
for me is
like,
cooking.
Yeah.
I don't like the shopping part is a part of it, but cooking is the main part for me, and of course like skincare,
like giving,
because it's like your actual physical, like you look at your face every day.
Yeah.
So when you take care of it, you know that consistency will show. You know. When do you know it's time to drift from a person you're in a relationship with?
When you're asking yourself when you know it's time to drift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're ever asking that question, it's time to go, probably.
Yeah. Have you ever struggled? Wait. I think we asked that already.
How much more do we have? Oh, okay. I'm closing in.
How was your experience with breastfeeding?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Breastfeeding is terrible. In the beginning, it's like, do you remember like early on?
I'm not gonna lie. My
it easy for you?
breastfeeding experience with cake. My breast
Oh my
never
gosh.
cracked. I never had dry anything.
Yeah,
Nothing was bad for me.
Well, it's different. It was different with Marlon. Marlon was easier. I think maybe my boobs are used to it or something, or like. But with Evelyn, the whole first, I think 2 months, I was like, every time she latched on, I was sick. Like, it is so painful. People don't talk about the pain of breastfeeding. They try to make it sound like, oh, it's easy. Well, maybe sometimes it is easy. Just like, oh, put the baby on there and you to like look like Mother Mary.
I would describe breastfeeding, if you've never had it before, like when your child latches on, there's a physical feeling of being drained. Like
I didn't have that draining feeling.
Because they're expressing the milk. And it's crazy because while you're breastfeeding, you become thirsty and you become hungry at the same time. That's what I experienced. I didn't have like true pain, but just like the sensation of the milk exiting your body because it builds up and it becomes hardened if you don't express it. But that's, I don't know.
Lucky her. I had true pain. I when she was like, I would describe it as, and I'm like, what's she gonna say? Like a titty twister? Like
no. Oh my god. Well, when he started having teeth and he bit it, that hurt.
No, that's how it felt every time. For me,
maybe she was a biter from the get-go.
Yeah, it felt like,
owie.
I was getting. Drop a comment. I want all the moms to drop a comment below and tell us about your breastfeeding. Yes. I want to know.
Tell us.
Like, we had such different experiences.
Seriously.
It was horrible.
Okay, wait, let's see. How do you balance having your kids and working out and working? Basically being active in all sense of your life. How do you balance that?
On YouTube, you guys see. I just show you. I don't curate anything. I set up a camera and then just move around my house and do everything that I do every single day for the camera. So I show those things, guys. So because the reason I started showing it is because I kind of got tired of answering the question like how to. So I just started showing you.
Is baby Marlon exclusively breastfed?
Yes, he is. Big baby.
Where are you from? Did you move a lot as a kid? I thought you were from Atlanta.
I'm from California. We moved a lot as a kid. And yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I lived in Atlanta for 10 years.
Okay. That's where we met, by the way. Okay, so did you play sports when you were a kid? Like, were you active? What activities did you do? What was your favorite one, if so?
Cheerleading, dancing, guitar, and piano. And I liked them all equally.
Sorry, I'm reading these questions. Yeah, I think the piano is my favorite skill of yours. When did you choose St. John's as an undergrad?
Or why?
Why? Sorry.
Because to be quite frank, it was the only school that I applied for, and I don't like it was because my cousins went there. I didn't know much about college or the college process, and I wasn't very well prepared at all. And it was just like, I just knew I had two cousins who went to St. John's in New York, and I was like, maybe I can do that, and I just did it. And I was the only one in my family who had went to college, so it was just like very unknown. It's
incredible.
I just kind of was like,
how much TV, iPad do you allow your kids to have?
To be honest, it just depends. It really depends on my day. Like, if sometimes, and I hate it this way, but sometimes Evelyn will be watching TV for a lot, like, because, like, I have so much to do. Not to say I don't monitor what she watches. Like, I know exactly what she's watching and, you know, what she's listening to and such. But, you know, sometimes, like, I really don't have time to work and stuff, and you know, she's got to be on that TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. How are you so disciplined, and what steps do you think will help someone?
I'm very disciplined because I have a goal, and I'm very tunnel vision much of a tunnel vision type of person. So like, I know for me to get to the certain goal, I have to do something. There's no, for me, alternative. There's no alternative to winning. Like, I have to. It's like almost like I have to breathe. And it sounds like cliche, but it's like, for me, that's like a real thing. Like, I have to. I can't stop.
Let me see. Do you know the self-affirmation book for adults, like the one that you got, Evelyn?
Unfortunately, the Bible.
The Bible. What is a lesson that you've learned in life the hard way that you would teach your children?
I think that the greatest gift we can give ourselves, the epitome of evolution is forgiveness. Forgiveness is releasing all hope for a better past. So once you feel something, accept it and evolve past it, and you're never going to move forward until you forgive, like, completely.
I think the only constant in this universe is change. And when you forgive someone and, like you say, you grow past it, or you know, that's change. By seeing something for what it is, accepting it, and saying, okay, I'm gonna grow, you know, past
like,
it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, own your truth, stand
and
firm,
be okay with change, because change is going to be constant in your life, and accept it, like,
stand
with
firm
open
in
arms.
it.
Yes. Any tips for time management?
I'll be putting those up later.
Okay. What was your thought process? Wait, I think we already talked about that one. What is your opinion on Montessori school?
Evelyn's been in Montessori school since she was 2. I liked it in the beginning, but as I started paying more attention to their curriculum, they learn more of, like, life skills instead of focusing on, like, sheer academia. Although I think both are very important, I really want Evelyn in a more rigorous academic setting. So I will not be having her in Montessori school anymore, or Marlin.
What made you super confident?
This face? No, I'm just joking.
Log off.
I love myself. I do. I genuinely do. And it's not, like, physical. It's not because, I'm, like, so cute, whatever. And that's not even at all what I love about myself. I just love my mind. And it's because that's something that I focus on. And I also love my heart, because I know that I mean well, and I'm a good person, like, genuinely deep down. Like, I care about people. I love my friends. Like, I love the people around me. I want to take care of everyone. I want to build everyone up and make everyone into the best versions of themselves. And I try, and I give all of myself to everyone and everything that I do.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah. I think one last question we missed was, what's the number one piece of advice for someone to get into top law school?
Higher Mint admissions. A shameless plug. Okay, so there's, like, one more set from today.
Wow.
Just do real quick. It's like, it's only 30 minutes for a kid. I think that's, like, typically longer. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, that's not.
It's not that one. Okay. Where do you want to see yourself in the legal field in 10 years?
In 10 years, I want to be maybe retired or owning my own company or doing something that's not hands-on, like doing something full-time that I just like would do for free. So I don't know yet. I'll circle back.
We have a lot of ideas.
I'll circle back,
Yeah, circle back on that. Are you still close with childhood friends, or are all current friends from adulthood?
Julie! Really, all of my current friends are from my long-term friends.
Yeah, childhood friends.
Yeah.
We've known each other since like 12, 13.
Yeah, like I've known her for like 15
young.
years.
Yeah.
I'm 27, by the way. So I've known her for like, super, super young.
Before coming to law school, did you want to practice? Is that your current practice? What? To law school? What
yes and yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just yes. I did want to always practice law.
Why are you in a rush to date again?
I'm not. Next. Let's start there.
The difference from one almost independent kid to welcoming one who's 100% dependent. 1 versus 2. What the difference? Well, the difference is that one's dependent on you and the other one's independent.
Yeah, and Evelyn was, honestly, that's one thing I struggled with. I never taught Evelyn to be fully independent because me and her have went through everything together. It feels like we went through this whole, so like me and her, like we still like co-slept until Marlon got here, and it's a little bit of a shock to her system because I never was like, okay, Evelyn, you have to do this on your own. And now I'm like always like, okay, Evelyn, kind of like scoot over. I have to breastfeed and stuff like that, and she's just like. Today, for example, Evelyn, I walked in the room and she was sucking on Marlon's pacifier. And my first initial reaction was to get mad because I've told her not to do that. But I just brought her in the room with me and I just got in the shower and I was like, Evelyn, why are you doing that? And she's like, because I want to be a baby. And I was like, well, why do you want to be a baby? She's like, I just want to be a little baby. And I'm like, well, why? Tell me why. And she's like, I just want to be a baby. I was like, is it because you want me to hold you and hug you like I do a baby? Do you want me to pick you up? She's like, but I'm just too big. And I was like, it's okay. I said, okay, well, I said, listen, you're always going to be my little baby. Yeah, she's coping. I'm like, you're always going to be my little baby. So I didn't discipline her. I just hugged her. And when I hugged her, I gave her a kiss. And then she just, she stood up on my sink and she just washed. I didn't even ask her to. She washed off the pacifier and then gave it back to Marlon.
So cute.
It was the cutest thing.
So
God,
cute.
I love that girl. Evelyn will always be my ride or die, my best friend. Right?
Yeah.
Evelyn is my.
She's
my
part
ride or
of
die.
you.
She's my
obviously.
Soul.
What would you tell your younger self today?
So I don't think I would tell my younger self anything. Just like, it's like the butterfly effect, like don't say it. Yeah. No, but for real, I think that I really like,
Inception.
Yeah, I think I really like everything that I wanted to do, everything I said I was going to do, I did. So I didn't need anything to do it differently. Oh, well, maybe I would be like, honey, get that ring before you before you be having them babies. Maybe that, like, get, make sure, maybe, not saying that a ring is a prerequisite to have kids, but definitely, don't put yourself in a situation that you're, single mom of 2, like, it's a bit much for me. And I think because it's not that, oh, I can't do it, or I don't, love my kids. It's nothing about that. It's just like, it's hard.
But it's really important for children
like,
to have both parents in their lives, and I think that what single parents struggle with is that at times they have to be both parents, and not that she's not capable or not that she can't do it, but it just feels like sometimes a partner would be nice to help with, maybe the child needs to be advised in this kind of way, and she as the mother or can't do that, and it would give different perspective to the child. It's a partner to give different perspective, and even through life and things like that. I think it's more so like that. Okay, so let's see. What advice would you give to someone who's put off law school and wants to attend now?
Listen, we just made it through, well, we don't even know the status of it now, but we just made it through a global pandemic. Look, life is short at this point. It's time for you to go.
Go for your dreams.
Go. Nothing can be holding you back. Before we get locked in the house for another 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, Kim Kardashian is studying law. Why can't you?
Oh, nice.
I
don't know.
Why can't you?
I've not been keeping up with the Kardashians.
I don't know if she still is, but that was.
She was. We know that. We know she became a.
She's an apprentice.
She's an advocate
or something. I don't know. Okay, so how was your journey like for law school? Like, how was the law school journey like?
I need the details. I'll make another video on that.
How often do you drink alcohol?
I plead the fifth. No, just joking.
Water.
When, baby.
We just told you self-care.
No, self-care, and I just said that, and I got, come on now. Next question.
Oh my gosh. Evelyn has such a personality. What do you love most about her?
Her heart, and she's so sensitive. She is hypersensitive, but she's actually like so sensitive and loving, and she'll be like, oh, if like I like bump my legs, I'm just, oh, poor mommy, and she'll like cry on my behalf. Like she has like a really sensitive and beautiful heart.
She really does.
She's like so sensitive.
How is it that both of your kids seem so calm, balanced, and well-mannered?
Because you only see them on social media, and you're not in person with them and see what I go through.
You have children, you know what they're like.
You know what they're, Evelyn,
What would you tell a new attorney with 2 kids like you?
keep going.
Yeah. Oh.
Keep going.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to keep going.
Mm-mm.
Saving tips. How to save.
I'll make a video on that.
Okay, that is all.
I think we did good, right?
We
got
did
through that,
good.
like, in
Yeah, 35 minutes.
Exactly. So I guess like the next video will be like story time.
Yeah, story time next, you guys.
Yes. So
Thanks
tell me
for
what you all
asking.
thought. If you need, if you didn't get to ask a question, drop a question below. Comment below. Yes. Like, comment, subscribe. Like.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Oh, and also I'm gonna do a story time next. So drop
Yeah.
a comment below on what you
story
want. Yes.
do we want to know?
Yes.
I got some story. I want to know.